Hey, beautiful people across the world. This is Graham here at therecordingrevolution.com. Got a video for you today about recording gang vocals and how they can actually really help your tracks. What is a gang vocal? If you're not familiar with that terminology, it is simply a bunch of background tracks when you usually would get a bunch of people to sing around a mic. This is very popular in sometimes very hardcore, very heavy music, but it's actually used and has been used in every genre for decades. Motown, R&B, rock, gospel, country. It's a simple way of describing getting background singers around a mic or two and having them double or sing along with the main vocalist and then blending those tracks alongside the lead vocal to thicken them up so it sounds like a gang of people, a group of people, sort of just chiming in together, singing with force, singing with unity, singing with passion, and it really creates a foundation for the lead vocal. This is a fun way to enhance your tracks. Now, the thing is it's not really a mixing technique as much as it is a recording technique. So if you have the ability to go back and layer a few other tracks before you go to mix, or if you've already started mixing and you can still lay down some tracks, this is really simple, and you don't even need the lead vocalist to do it. If your singer's gone or if it's for a client, you can get anybody to do this, and they don't have to be a good singer. That's what's really helpful about it. I want to show you an example of where we use gang vocals on a track of mine recently. I'll play it for you in context with the mix so you hear it, and then I will show you the different parts and just give you some quick tips as to what I like to do to kind of get a good gang vocal and how quick and easy this is. Here we are going into a chorus, so it's at the end of a pre-chorus. The moment it locks into the chorus, you will hear the gang vocals kick in.
Nothing to cleanse us from the sin we're buried in. Jesus, your sacrifice was enough to raise lawless men to life and love. Jesus, your death is all I need.
Right, there are the vocals.
To be made holy in the sight of the King.
All right, so you've got the dominant lead vocal, that's the loudest among those vocals, right up the middle. And then you have obviously a group of people in the background singing along with the lead vocal, and that would be the gang. So what we did simply is, after we tracked everything and we tracked the lead vocal, we were kind of laying down any final parts to the track, any harmony parts, maybe some hand percussion. If the bass player had an idea, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we tracked this? We were laying down those kind of things. And one of the final things was on a few of our songs, and this one as well, was we wanted to have a bigger vocal in the chorus. It just sounded bigger to really emphasize the lyric and emphasize the feel. So we just took the same microphone, or it doesn't matter which microphone, threw it up in the room after the lead vocal was done, and we got two guys in this case to stand around the mic. You can get as many as you want. If the more, the merrier, I say. But we had two guys that were free, and so we put them in front of the mic, and I pressed record, and this is what it would sound like with just the two guys.
Jesus, your sacrifice was enough
Isn't that horrible?
to raise lawless men to life and love.
All right, so right there you've got an out of pitch singing, but by the way, I'm one of those people in there, so I'm not bashing my band. Out of tune, and at one point, I think one of the other guys in my band, he didn't even know the lyrics, so he didn't even sing the lyric right. I didn't even catch that. So it's kind of like a jumbled lyric, at least for one of the guys. But we're both standing in front of the mic, maybe a foot or two away, and you could hear the room sound. We're both trying to be the same distance from the mic so that our volumes together will be the same. And of course, what you get is a track that you can't tune because there's two people singing slightly out of tune. I can't separate them on a mono track. And I can't fix timing. I can't comp it together. That's not the point. The point is to quickly sing a realistic, raw track. You don't want to spend any time on this, and you don't want it to sound polished. That will actually lose the effect that we're going for. So we recorded that, for all the choruses, and we opened up another track and did the same thing.
Jesus, your sacrifice was enough.
maybe a little better. And then on a third track, we did the same thing.
Jesus, your sacrifice was enough.
So by itself, it sounds horrible. Here's all three together.
Jesus, your sacrifice was enough.
What you're hearing is 6 of us. 2 of us recorded 3 times, played alongside each other, just panned LCR, hard left and right and up the center. And so you get 6 people in the background singing slightly out of tune and slightly off timing and with slightly different tonalities because it's not all me, it's another guy. And then you blend that with a lead vocal.
Jesus, your sacrifice was enough.
So the lead vocal dominates the tune and the timing, and it dominates the mix. So that's what you hear. So hopefully you've got a well-sung, well-edited, well-mixed lead vocal. And then if you have the sort of lukewarm, mediocre, half-decent gang vocal series of 2, 3, 4 tracks with 2, 3, 4, 5 people singing on each one, you blend it up together. In this case, I've got these 3 tracks here, and all they're doing is funneling into this slightly minty green track here called Gang. And it's just a group track that has an EQ on it and a compressor on it, and it's sent to the reverb. So I didn't have to even process the tracks individually because they're all like one sound. And then I can increase or decrease the overall gang volume here. And then when you go back to the full mix, you just go from a slightly solo dry vocal sound by itself into, the chorus with all the other vocals, which is cool. It's a nice change.
We're buried in. Jesus, your sacrifice was enough.
If you want more vocal, turn it up.
To raise lawless men to life and love.
It's all there on a fader for you. So that's it. Gang vocals. Go crazy with this. You can try this on almost anything, and it really will bring a human element to your tracks. Even if you have the most polished sounding kickin' beat and guitar work and key work and synth work and the vocals are just polished, you throw in some gang vocals like this and they just add that human feel, which is slightly imperfect, which actually sounds huge and sounds cool, and it brings a sense of reality to your mix. Like, hey, these were a bunch of guys just singing their guts out in a room, and there's something really cool about that. So try it on your next mix. Again, this is Graham from the recordingrevolution.com. I hope that helps. We will see you guys on another video.